Hello everyone, and welcome to a Farming Sim 22 tutorial. Today we are talking about horses. So the first thing you have to do is buy somewhere for them to go. So if you go into the shop and go way down here to these three lines and construction, on a computer you can also hit Shift P, will take you right here. Animals, horses. So you can either buy a pasture, which will look like this, and if you buy a pasture you will also, as you can see here, give them water. If you buy a barn, however, you do not. So the barns in this game will automatically give them water. And you'll see that for horses, you have to give them oat or sorghum and hay. And we'll look at that in the horse menu or in the animal menu as well. So if you do buy a pasture, you'll see on the right, the paw print is where you buy them. The water symbol is where you give them water from the tank. And this symbol here is where you give them food and straw. If you do need to give them water, just buy a water tank like this in the shop under animals, and then either take it over to your water tank and spend money to fill it up, or you can always find a freshwater spot like a pond or a river, back it up, hit the refill button as your controls indicate, and then just take it over to the pasture and give them water. But again, with the barn like I have here, you don't need to deal with that at all. So to buy horses, you can go over here to the paw print and hit R to open animal dialog, and then you'll see the animal dealer here and the farm here. So for horses, the way you make money is buying them for $500. I'm on easy mode, so all these prices will be easy mode. And then you train them and sell them for a lot more. So you'll see Dallas here has been trained, so I can now sell him for $4,000 and I bought him for $500. So to buy them, you just select the one you want. They're all going to work the same. Spend as much money, however many you want, and buy. If you don't want to pay the fee, you can also transport them to and from the animal dealer. I have a separate video showing that. I will link in the description. So if we look at the menu for animals, you will see my horse barn here has all these horses, and you need to give them straw and food to keep their health up. So straw, you can use a forage wagon if you wish, and just back it up and unload it. If you want to use bales, you'll have to buy this tool in the shop. You used to be able to just throw the bales in, but I have not found that that works. Maybe they'll patch that in later. But if you go to animals way at the end here, this machine takes straw bales to cover the ground, and you can see the straw symbol here. So I found that for this barn, putting it here behind the barn actually works best. So this barn has a pretty low clearance, so I can't actually get my tractors in there. So I'll connect it, and you can see start overloading straw, and this thing will chop up the bale and give them straw for their bedding. The camera's not quite working with me. And we can see here that the straw is going up. Food is sort of the same thing. I have found that the food has success here sort of in the corner of the barn. For hay, so let's look at food quick. So you need two different types to be 100% effective. Oat or sorghum is their base food. You can do one or the other, or both I guess, and that'll give you 60% effectiveness for their health. And then if you want 100%, then you can also give them hay. So for the oat or sorghum, just use a trailer like normal. And then for hay, you can use a forage wagon, or I have here a mixer with just hay in it. And again, you just find the corner of the building. It's a little tricky. Let's see, tip side left. And then you can start overloading hay. And again, oat, sorghum, use a trailer. It'd be the same thing. And you just fill it up. I'm not sure why that didn't work, but it probably would if I tried again. I'm not too worried about that. And that is feeding and strawing them. Not really a word, but that's how you do that. And now, how do you make your horses worth more money? So first of all, you got to give them those things so their health goes up. They have not had that in a few days, which is why their health is at 0. And then you need to get their fitness up so they're worth more. So if we look at Dallas, his fitness is all the way up, and so he is worth, I guess, the most he will ever be. And it only took me 4 days to get there. So in previous games, I felt like it took a lot longer. I can't quite remember, but for this game, every day increased his fitness by 25%. So that was really, really nice. They don't seem to be worth as much as they used to be, but definitely less time getting there. So let's look at Santa, for example. Cleanliness is fine. We'll look at that in a little bit. Daily riding, I haven't done that today, and I haven't done that at all with him because you can see there's 0 fitness. So this is Santa. So we'll just hit E, just like you'd go into a vehicle, and we'll get out of the pen. And you can see in the top left, the riding is going up fairly quickly. And in this one, the speed seems to matter. So if I go to walking, the riding percentage will go up slower. And I think that is different than 19. And then if we gallop, then of course it'll increase faster. And if we look here, oh yeah, we can't see them because we're on the map now. So that is one other thing with horses, is they are also an alternative way to get around the map if you wish. So if I were to not get stuck on a pole and keep riding, of course this only happens when I record. Wow. All right, we did it. So if I were to, let's say, get off this horse, it's not like it jumps back to the pen. And if you go to the map, there'll actually be a symbol for the horse right there. So you can kind of use it as a vehicle. And we don't quite want to do that. So I'm going to skip forward until they're at 100%. Okay, so we are close to 100%. I do want to quickly mention, if you're not sure how to get hay, I will link to my hay tutorial in the description to help you out there. So we have finished writing Santa. So if you look at the stats here in the menu, Santa now has 100% daily writing. So as long as their health goes up, which it will because now we've actually given them food, then tomorrow the fitness will be at 25%. So again, I noticed it went up 25% per day, and then they'll be worth more. And every time you do that, they'll be worth more until eventually you will have a horse that is worth enough that you want to sell. Now to clean them, you just walk up to them and click R, and that's it. You just do it like 5 times. And now Santa is fully clean, fully daily ridden, and then you just wait a day. So that is horses. And then when you want to sell, you can either, well, you go here and you can just double click them and sell. And again, you'll have a fee. If you don't want the fee, then you can transport the animal with the trailer, one of these horse trailers, and you just back it up here and basically do the same dialogue. And that is horses. Hope that helps. Hope you learned something. Like, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions, and of course, have yourselves a very nice day.